All right, Alfred Teleferro, Mr. Teleferro TV. If you seen that video from Diddy, look, man, I don't know why I gotta be the person to talk about stuff like this. I can't believe I'm the only person, the only outlet that I've seen that wants to talk about stuff like this. No, all these blog sites that y'all check out, look, all these vlog sites, I ain't gonna say nobody specifically, I ain't gonna say no platform specifically, but I feel like a lot of people are, and all these radio stations too, I'm calling them all out. I feel like people, and we talking about from the top on down, I feel like people are letting their personal relationships get in the way of the honest truth. I don't have these relationships with these brands, with some of these people that's going to get me in any trouble. So I can say how I feel, and I can keep it real about stuff that people need to be keeping it real about. So in the midst of that video, Diddy, and by the way, he's absolutely correct. In the midst of that video, Diddy said it's going to go over a lot of people's heads. This ain't for everybody. First and foremost, Diddy is absolutely right. The world is laughing at us. We are literally getting two R&B and a rap. These are both two superstars in a boxing match and fighting over some Instagram mess. And we're trying to frame it up as to say to put the guns down, gloves up. Well, those are two rich celebrities who don't worry about their paycheck to paycheck putting the guns down and putting the gloves on. Number one, don't be fooled by what you see on social media. Soulja Boy ain't in no hood day to day with guns. All right, let's get that clear. Chris Brown ain't in the hood walking around with guns. He ain't living it like these two people live in mansions in multiple states. Don't ever get that misunderstood. Hell, Soulja Boy claims a new city, a new state every week. Let's get that understood first and foremost. The people who I will respect this fight more if you got an undercard full of some of the biggest gang members in the country and you put them, the two rival gangs in boxing matches and made them duke it out for their respective set. If you want to really impress me and tell me we putting the guns, you putting two millionaires who really ain't got their guns up day to day in the ring is proving nothing. So that whole premise about guns down, hands up, that's bullshit. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather for splurging that bullshit. That's BS. That's the first thing I'm calling him out. And nobody wants to say the truth, all right? Nobody wants to be honest about what we're seeing. Everybody wants to sugarcoat it about the next two people that I'm going to name in this blog. I don't care. I have nothing but respect for these two individuals. One from a manager standpoint and a respect standpoint. It looks like a lot of people respect them. And the other one from a rap superstar, a rap legend standpoint as well. But again, even legends can be called out on bullshit when they're spewing it out. All right, I haven't checked the age of 50 Cent in quite some time, but I'm pretty sure he's upwards of 40, right? I'm pretty sure he's upwards of 40. Matter of fact, let me check that name out for you guys, and I'll get that back to you shortly. Anyways, we talking 50 Cent. First and foremost, he's 41, by the way. An incredible rapper. The Massacre is my era, right? These are some, like, the Massacre album is one of my favorite albums of all time. I'm pretty sure it's another album. I can't think about the one that Candy Shop was on. Anyways, The Massacre, one of my favorite albums of all time. Let's put this in perspective. We let 50 Cent get away, and I've called him out before. I'm going to do it again. We let 50 Cent get away with so much bullshit. And Diddy was nice. He didn't want to say his name. You know, them two have had their back and forth in the past. They honestly don't care for each other. Diddy, of course, tied to Rick Ross. Rick Ross, 50 Cent, of course, don't have any kind of good history together. Let's just keep it how it is, all right? 50 Cent is utterly doing the most instigative shit. And this is where I get into that whole spiel when I tell y'all our OGs suck. All right? This is where I get into that whole spiel about the people that we're supposed to be looking up to. They're the ones infiltrating all the bullshit nowadays. They're the ones literally egging on the bullshit. You got 50 Cent instigating online. When in the grand scheme of things, 50 Cent has no stake in this damn fight right now. I thought he did. I've been told again that he doesn't. 50 won't make money off this fight because they won't allow him to invest in this fight. So 50 Cent makes no money off Chris Brown and Soulja Boy fighting. He makes no money off that whatsoever. And I think it's ridiculous that we're allowing this man to instigate, get on social media and do all that, and when he should be the one calming this situation down. He should be the one that's the one saying, look, this ain't cool. I'm big brother to you guys. I'm uncle to you guys. This ain't cool. But instead, he's egging this fight on. We give 50 Cent the biggest pass, and when in the grand scheme of things, his shit stinks too. Look at his past. You got his kids on social media saying that he won't step into their life. He challenging his kids in fight. His shit stinks, all right? You got radio relationships with a lot of people that I could get into, with liquor relationships with certain people who won't call him out on their radio stations, who won't give him donkey of the day, who won't say anything bad about the man, who's probably been the donkey more than anybody over the last 10 years. So nobody will call him out on anything about that. Let's just say that what it is about 50 Cent. He's a big part of this problem, as much as anybody a part of this problem. And the next guy, Wack 100, all right? I don't know him a lot, all right? I've only learned about him the last year or so, but I've seen him have I went and did my research, and he's had his hand in a lot of people's careers, and what he's been able to do with the game is remarkable, all right? Game is finding new ways to reinvent himself year after year after year. Have nothing but respect for Wack 100 in that respect. But, again, another OG that I expect to chill this situation out, not make it worse. And I got to put some of that blame to him as well. We cannot have these two, 25, 26, 28-year-old superstars in the ring fighting. I think it's utterly ridiculous. And the fact that we have two people like 50 and Wack who've had their differences because of 50 in game, egging this on is ridiculous. And I shouldn't be the only outlet calling people out on this mess. The fact that this fight has gotten this far, and myself included, we eat it up for clickbait, but it's actually ridiculous. And I'm happy that P. Diddy finally said something about it. Now, P. Diddy won't get specific, and he won't mention probably 50 or Wack, but I will, all right? I will. I'll definitely do it. I'll take that L, and I think it's ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous, all right? What do you think about this whole Soulja Boy Chris Brown fight? The fact that we got people over 40 egging it on, gassing it up, making things worse than what they are. Floyd, over 40, gassing this thing up. He's supposed to be big brother to all these people. I think it's utterly ridiculous that all these pots have got in and nobody's saying stop. Nobody's saying it's a good idea for you guys not to do it. Man, what world do we live in when our old heads are doing this type of shit? And you wonder why the noob school is in so many problems. You wonder why they want to kill each other at the blink of an eye. Look at they damn old heads. I'm just giving two examples. It's worse in the hoods. Sheesh. Alfred Telefarrell, Miss Telefarrell TV. If you like the content, subscribe to my channel. I'm sorry. I can't be the only one out here keeping it real. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. Cannot be the only one keeping it real out here. This is ridiculous. Thank you for the time, love, and support. These kids out here really doing this stuff that these people are talking about. Y'all do know that, right? So Soulja Boy puts a Draco in his hand. It's a 16-year-old kid now making Instagram videos who gonna get jammed up with the law, but he ain't got the money to get out of jail in 24 hours because the police seen him online with guns. He ain't got that money to get a good lawyer. What the hell are we doing out here? Thank you for the time, love, and support. Salute. I'm out.